Okay, all I'm doing today is going through a few cards that I've been working on the last couple of days. This is the first video I've made, and I've got a huge learning curve here as to how to edit it. This is just a card I made using a watercolour background. This is another one using gold dabber resist and distress inking. This is another one with the silver embossing. These are probably going to be Christmas cards, but I haven't quite decided yet. I haven't put any sentiments in them until I made up my final count. I don't send that many out, but there's a few people I like to send. That one keeps recurring. That card is going to be the death of me, I tell you. Until I actually know who I'm sending to, I don't put anything on them. This was black and silver on a green cardstock. You know what I've done? I've absolutely used up almost all of my hideous little jewels and embellishments from that box. It was crazy, you know, you buy these things. This one's, I like these, I like dots, I don't like jewels. That one was black, which was quite stylish. There's a little green tree with white pearls. I like that one. I'm sorry about the lighting. I've got two lights set up, but it's appalling. That's a craft card, as you can see, with a very pretty red on it. It looks quite nice on a black tree, green tree with some yellow. This is a bit same old through this, but you can see how many of my jewels I used up. That one's orange, which isn't particularly appropriate at Christmas time, but here in Australia it's so hot that, you know, it's good to go. That one's got black jewels and star. That one's quite pretty. It's a hot pink with black and silver. It looks quite nice, that one. That one's just got a few nice little dewdrops, clear resin drops. That's nice Christmas colours. I like that one. I love that effect with a bit of the perfect pearls in the watercolour ink. I think that's all of the Christmas cards. This is a fairly masculine sympathy card, which I find often is a bit tricky. You don't want to send too many flowery things. I was just using an jelly plate. This is pretty. It's perfect pearls and platinum embossing and watercolour. Not going to see that one. This is a little Stacey, you call a mushroom. Cute as. This is that happy birthday with different coloured embossing paste on a popped up happy. Not going to see that one either. This is the happy 5th birthday with the 5 fishes and the bleaching and the distress inking, and I love the colours on that one. I love how that bleaching has gone all scaly around the fish. It's lovely. Found some Craft water paper to use for the envelope. This one's cute. Another Stacey Yakula little animal. It's coloured in with pencils. Some gold embossing. That was another watercolour panel. That was Paper Tray Ink, one of their recent challenges. I made that one. There's another clear embossing over distress inking card. Love doing that. It's one of my favourite techniques. And that's a hideous card. It's been lying around for absolutely ages, and I found a piece of Paper Tray Ink, that rosy coloured cardstock that matched it. I was ready to put in the bin because I disliked the colour so much. Catsick pink to me. This is a Tim Holtz butterfly on glossy paper with blue splatters and nothing much else. Oh, this is the rooster. Number 1 grandson. I've got 3 and they're all number 1. Going to send that off in a few days. We've been out to the Cadbury factory and got lots of lovely chocolates to pack into a little box to send them each. They love parcels. I made from an SVG Cuts file. It's afternoon tea. It's totally fussy, not my sort of thing, but I like to try them, and some people like fussy, pretty things, so I'm sure I'll find somebody to give it to. It is rather gorgeous. And I like making box cards. It was a challenge. Like that ticking paper for the reminds me of mattresses in our old shack when I was a small child. Lumpy old mattresses we used to have stitched together. This is a mushroom card cut from the brother, straight from the brother, just altered the size. When I've used coloured paper for the envelope, I like to make a separate label, plain label to put on. That one looks a bit small. I'll probably have to make a bigger one depending on whether I hand it over or need to post it. Maybe that's it. Can I think of anything else? Oh yes, wait, there's more. There's a couple of little things I finished a while back. This one is a gift card holder. A rather sweet little thing. I love the colour of the ribbon. I think it was vintage photo, and a couple of the lavendery distress inks. Made the little flowers from book pages. I've got little book pages to use up. In behind that music paper is a back pocket that a gift card slides into beautifully, and on the back there's a little card to write the sentiment to go with it. I think I decided not to try and tie it. You don't want to try and make too much of a foot of yourself. No, give that up. Bad job. Needs a little box to go in it. Obviously couldn't be posted, but I like to stick in a box with a parcel. This is it looks very dark there, and it is. It's navy and gold anniversary card. Looks quite black there, doesn't it? Made this, I think this was for a scrapbook boutique challenge a couple of months back. Several months back now, probably. Time flies. Need to keep it in the box so it doesn't crush those little flowers, but it'd be nice for a golden wedding. If I have one coming up, it'll probably be my own, the way things are going. Now, this is another box card made for a friend who's having a birthday. She's a bit of a motorbike person. That little one, I made two, cut it out on the brother, and it was quite intricate and fiddly, so I ended up with two, just to make sure I had the right colours, bits and pieces. It's a Tim Holtz embossing folder, some a craft boys paper there with traffic signs and things. Happy birthday, be alert for bears. There's a tree with a bluebird, happiness in there. There's a spark plug and a little message on the side about silver linings. Yeah, I like making them. They're fun. You can really personalise them and make them appropriate for the person you're giving them to. I'll use the tag I've got a bag made to put a parcel in, and I'll use the tag on the bag on the day, which is coming up soon, in a couple of weeks, I think. Not far away. Oh, this is the Minions folio that I'll be making for one of my sons. This is the 8 gig USB that arrived just this morning. Well, it was there over the weekend. Somebody forgot to check the letterbox on Friday. So I'll put in a little grommet up in the corner there, and to attach the little USB. It was great to put photos and things on. A little word metal there. There's a pocket for putting bits and pieces in with a grunge paper closure. Good night kisses, isn't that sweet? Look at his little face. They make me laugh. Just little bits of clip art I found when I was looking for bits and pieces. This one says, whenever you are sad, remember, the minions love you. It's a comforting thought. You can't help but smile with them anyway. This bit isn't finished. The flaps will have additional photo inserts, both of those, and this waterfall here is where you attach all of the photos and journaling and transparent bits and pieces and anything else you can think of to make the journal interesting and memorable. They look quite fabulous when they're done, so I've still to work on that. I think it's probably going to be just part of the Christmas box. Still a piece of work. Now this one is a book safe that I've been making for the young lady who's having a birthday soon. Nice fat book. It needed to have a reasonable depth. You won't get much in it if it's much thinner than that. Karina was very kind and took me with Sarah to the tip shop where I found all these books, so I thought the least I could do was make a book safe. This was a grand price of $2. Some of them were completely free, some were 50 cents, some were $1. What I've done is I've gone in, left a few pages and gone in and cut the centre rectangle out with a big knife. Made a box that would fit down inside that cavity and glued it in very firmly, and it looks as if the pages are still free, although they only get to the side of the box and they're really glued in. Then I glued 2 of the front pages over the top of the box, and I think I'm about to try and chop it open on video, which is a recipe for disaster, but anyway, obviously I was feeling extremely reckless. You can just see the indentation of the box underneath. I just need to cut through these 2 pages that are glued across the top and use the resulting triangles to line the lips and start to finish it off. Really don't know why I'd attempt this. It's not exactly interesting when you haven't seen how I did the rest of it, but anyway. Just one of those projects that I thought I might like to try, see how it goes. I think that blade could have been a little sharper somehow. Quite blunt. There you go. Now you can see the cavity underneath those 2 pages. And you'll see when they're pressed back, it gives the little rectangle that is available to use for precious objects. Once it's glued and finished, I'll come back on and show you what it looks like before I give it away. Really, that's about it for today. I think we've just about got to the 15-minute mark, so I think we've done pretty well for our very first video. There we go. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye now.